Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Dallas Mavericks going up against the Golden State Warriors here in Chase Center. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. DA, take it away.
Thanks very much. Now, improving NBA officiating has gone high-tech. Today, the NBA uses the proprietary game review system, which is...
Isn't that something? I mean, every day there's something new. Fascinating, fascinating stuff, DA. Thank you. And it's the Mavericks to start out. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. They've got Paul George. Antetokounmpo is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Doncic, and it's Davis in at center. And Greg, you were talking about this. What you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
You know, at close range, Curry has a plethora of shots. You simply can't allow him to get those looks.
And George kicks to Doncic. From deep three-point range, Porzingis with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's the teardrop. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Porzingis.
Nice recognition there by Porzingis. He's getting better and better as a passer.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had, taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this one.
Here's Doncic. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
You know, with his handles, he excels at tricking up the defense and getting the good looks he wants.
Outside Curry. From deep. Anthony Davis grabs the miss.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
George with the ball. Now guarded by Porzingis. Doncic outside. 5 on the clock. The jump hook, and Davis puts it in.
Boy, what a brilliant find by Doncic.
And looking at Anthony Davis, a huge part of this team.
Sure is. I mean, along with every team he's been on, this is a superstar player. I mean, no question about that. He can headline a roster full of superstars. Not much on the floor that AD can't do.
Now, here's Doncic after LeBron James's miss. The three from George. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
PG's really refined his three-point shooting. He's an absolute laser now from distance, and that's a big part of his offense.
James, the pass to Booker. Will it go? The offensive rebound. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Doncic and Antetokounmpo.
Giannis powering his way on the jam there. Well done.
Outside Curry. Misses the three.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Davis with a screen on Curry. Outside, Davis. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Davis has got 5 points so far.
I think this particular play hinges on Davis's shooting ability. But you've got to set him up right, and the basket is virtually guaranteed if you do.
Now here's Booker. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Leonard looking over the floor. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Warriors trail by 8. GA with their 4th title, the combination of Steph, Clay, and Draymond Green, the single most successful trio in the last half-century in the NBA.
And some would argue the best trio of all time. The most wins in the finals ever by a trio who've each made an All-NBA team.
Doncic with the bucket.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now here's Booker. Off the run and misses it off the right side of the rim. Shoots from the elbow. And it's Davis missing. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. James against Leonard. And the dunk by James.
You know, once LeBron's at the rim, you might as well turn your head if you don't want to appear on a poster somewhere, as he's throwing it down with force when he gets to the rack.
Now, here is George. Davis with a screen on Booker. And here's George for 3. And that does it for the first quarter. Mavericks lead by 9. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Folks, second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, we've got Doncic. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Antetokounmpo. And there's Davis, and it's George in at the shooting guard. Antetokounmpo finds Davis. Dallas moving the ball around. And there's Paul George on the assist by Giannis. George has got the lead up to 12 now for the Mavs. And Giannis's journey, GA, so incredibly compelling. A full-length movie made about his and his brother's path to the NBA.
Well, you hear that saying, my life is like a movie. Never truer than for Giannis. It's been an odyssey for the Greek freak.
Takes it off the glass. George has got 8.
George doing a great job using his length to get those rebounds corralled.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Shot from 16. James with the bucket.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
George against Booker. On the wing, Doncic. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. From outside, off the mark. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Golden State. A 12-point game. Passes it to Curry. From deep three-point range. No good that time. Now Dallas takes it the other way. George looking around. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. Giannis has got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Curry. Porzingis with a screen on Doncic. Curry kicks to Porzingis. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. The 3 from George. Another 3 for Dallas.
You know, with AD's improved court awareness, when guys on his team get open, he'll find them.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
It's Eastern time. The nation, get loud if you want one.
We know the league's cracking down on those dangerous plays that risk a player's health. Why was that less of a focus when you played?
That's a great question. And I think it's smarter to approach the game this way. We don't want to have unnecessary injury because of guys maybe just taking it a little too far with the physicality.
Warriors trail by 18. Curry dishes to Embiid. Outside, Porzingis floats it up for James. And James throws it down.
And he's really a good passer for a big man, guys. Porzingis very solid at setting up his teammates.
Curry against Doncic. And they double up Doncic. Nobody near Leonard. A three-pointer off the mark.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
A shot by LeBron, no good. Mavericks leading by 16. Pass to George. Doncic feeling it out. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Curry can't get it to go.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 8. And Clark, don't you have to admire the way the Mavericks are always looking to compete?
Yeah, I like that, Kevin. It's a good point by you. It starts at the top of the organization. I mean, the team has really avoided any kind of lengthy rebuild. To their credit, they want to win, and this team is definitely capable of doing that.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Now, from the step back to his attacking style, some have compared Luka Doncic to the Beard, James Harden. There are some similarities, Harden said. Being able to dictate and control the game like he does, he never lets anyone speed him up, and he gets what he wants. Back to you, Kevin.
He always has. They're both pretty fun to watch. David, thank you. Now, here's Doncic. Here's George. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. LeBron with it. Now guarded by Giannis. Takes the 13-footer. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from LeBron. Outside, George. Doncic with a screen on Booker. From deep, George. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Porzingis feeling it out a bit. It's Curry outside. It's rebounded by Dallas. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Davis down low. Embiid's there. Davis, the pass to George. Over Booker. And it's George again missing. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the Dallas Mavericks. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
28.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Paul George really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Porzingis is out there with Embiid, and it's LeBron James. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's Curry in at the point. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half.
And with the struggles AD has had to stay healthy, and you wonder, though, if the team's going to focus on having him be at his best for that postseason run and try to manage the wear and tear.
To the right side. Embiid wide open. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Embiid's consistency from deep is really quite remarkable, and I just see him continuing to take his game to new heights.
Now here's Leonard. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And when Davis is on the floor, Greg, he is a force. But how do you keep him healthy into the playoffs? That is the question.
I mean, sustaining his output over a full season isn't easy, but Davis has had a bit of bad luck with the injury, so you have to mitigate ways to keep him available. It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Here's Doncic. Hits the close-range jumper. 10 points for Luka Doncic.
And, you know, you look at Doncic for a forward, this guy handles the ball extremely well. He's terrific at creating for himself off the dribble.
Now here's LeBron. 10 points for him. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And staying healthy for Porzingis has been a challenge over his career. Not uncommon for players standing well above 7 feet.
And in New York, even before his injuries, the front office voiced concerns about Porzingis' ability to stay healthy.
Well, the track record for players 7'2" and up, not great. And today's game demands more movement from big men than ever before.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
And, you know, when healthy, Porzingis is a problem, man. I mean, this guy is so hard to match up against because of his skill and his size.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Well, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Doncic outside. From deep, George. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 5 assists in the game.
When George starts to heat up like that, it elevates his whole team. They're loving his scoring right now.
Now here's Booker. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Curry, good.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Antetokounmpo finds Doncic. Loads it up for Giannis. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
LeBron against Leonard to the inside. Outside for Curry. Porzingis sets the pick for Curry. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
You cannot be reckless around Porzingis. He's skilled at seeking out contact and drawing the foul while he shoots.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Porzingis.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Outside, George. And it's off from three-point range. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Down by 12. The pass to Booker. A 3 from Porzingis. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Porzingis has got 7 points for the quarter.
I think you've got to run Porzingis off of his shots. I mean, you can't let him get comfortable because he'll knock him down.
Doncic with it. Now defended by Embiid.
And you watch the way Doncic runs this offense. He's become a master at the pick and roll. Incredible to see someone run it to perfection.
And with Doncic in the pick and roll game, he's so good at such a young age.
It's amazing how well he reads the defense. But he can also freeze the defender or create confusion with that hesitation. He has all the tricks to run it.
First free throw is good.
Now an MVP caliber player, Doncic's drive is evident. I mean, he's somebody that wants to be a Hall of Famer when it's all said and done. And he's well on his way based on what he's done thus far.
On that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
And the question for the Mavs is simple. How do you best build around Luka Doncic? They'll try to answer that in the coming years.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Of course, the Warriors' offense stands out for its emphasis on ball movement. Coach Steve Kerr says if you get to touch the ball and be a part of the action, whether it's as an assist man, ball mover, shooter, dribbler, the more people who are involved in the offense, the more powerful it becomes. Kevin, strength in numbers indeed.
As has always been the case for his offense, the more the better. And it's worked for him. DA, thanks.
Well, just relish and cherish what you're watching tonight, folks. LeBron James going off. We are witnessing greatness.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from James. Curry against Doncic. Davis with a screen on Curry. And a deep 3 from Doncic. Doesn't go either for Doncic. Golden State's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Embiid against Antetokounmpo. And here's Embiid. He has 5. Over Antetokounmpo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
It's almost unbelievable how fluid Embiid is at his size, and his aggressiveness to boot. I mean, that really forces defenses to compromise a bit when they defend him.
The free throw drops for Embiid.
And team-wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next.
And Embiid drops them both.
Clearly an MVP caliber talent now. Embiid continues to impress with his versatility on both ends. A man that big shouldn't be able to do the stuff that he does with the ball.
And so it's Dallas holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. The one goal they had coming into this game was to not let Curry beat them. And so far, their defense on Steph has been tremendous. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Mavericks leading by 8. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Antetokounmpo. And there's Davis. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's George in at the shooting guard position.
You know, what makes Luka so special and lethal is that he has the ability and the knack for taking over games at the most opportune time.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. LeBron outside. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo.
Just waiting for a chance to make a play, and when the pass was made, he's all over it. Just a fantastic steal.
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdowns.
Warriors trail by 12. LeBron kicks to Booker. Porzingis sets the pick for Booker. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist by Booker. Booker's got 4 assists in the game. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. They led by as many as 18 points. Takes the 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Booker looking around. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Booker's got his first points of the game.
And great energy from Booker there in the paint. Just working hard to get to his shot.
George with the screen on Curry. And here's Doncic from the arc. A three-pointer is right on target.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Outside, Porzingis. Just 5 to shoot. It's Curry outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
I mean, the range is just unreal. Curry can make even the toughest shots look easy.
The 3 for Doncic. Another 3 for Dallas.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Down low. Here's Embiid. And Davis sends it back.
Davis so good with his timing and length to get up and deny shots.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And he gets the bucket. And it's a 12-point Dallas lead.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Make some noise and welcome out of your Warriors 15.
a moment. Let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. He told his guys, that team is not going to give it to us. We have to take it. That means staying aggressive and playing with no fear. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks so much, David. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. LeBron against Leonard. Inside. It's stolen by Davis. On the wing, George. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Devin Booker.
I like the intensity that George plays with down inside. It's really what earns him a lot of these calls.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from D.
You know, another thing that stands out to me is their passing in this game. I mean, they've done a tremendous job sharing the ball and setting each other up for success.
And he makes the first.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
And George drops them both. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Here's Doncic. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And a deep three from Curry. And the Warriors miss again. Mavericks leading by 14. Doncic with it. Jacks up a three. It's good from long range. Doncic has got 18 points just in the second half.
This one is all but over. I mean, what a ferocious and commanding performance
For the Mavericks.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Luka Doncic.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
You can trust Luka to make the most of a close shot. I mean, he won't waste a high percentage look most times.
Booker the pass to James. Trying to get something going. And he lays it up and in.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Now George. 40 seconds left in the fourth. Leonard, that's for two. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
No good from Booker. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. Curry kicks to Booker. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Giannis, a dominant performance. What is the level that this team is playing at?
It's amazing, man. I think The whole group, the whole team played hard. The whole team was ready. Everybody stepped up. And, you know, this is what makes an average team from a great team or a good team.
I know you guys are looking for great and not good. Congrats on the win. Back to you guys.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. As New Balance presents our player of the game, Luka Doncic.
Let's meet the starters. At shooting guard, at 6'9", number 35, Kevin Durant. At the center position, 7 feet 1 inch, number 34, Shaquille O'Neal.
And welcome to Tuke. Just about ready to get this one started. First, let's hear from Allie LaForce. Allie.
There are some super young teams around the league, but All-Star Draymond Green said, quote, if you don't have vets around you, you're not really learning what you need to learn. I had guys who taught me how to be a pro, so I worry about that because cultures and things get lost. And eventually, if those go, our league will get lost too. Brian?
Yeah, that's real talk. Thanks, Allie. So Dallas will get the first possession. Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. Durant finds Johnson. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Yeah, you know, after a couple down years with key players injured, it's safe to say the Golden State Warriors are back.
Now, here is James. Six to shoot. Back to Leonard. The three is up. And it's Bird with a rebound. The Warriors are back to contending for championships.
Yes, they are. A testament to their perseverance and belief in themselves. They knew once they got healthy, they would be a threat. And they've been a fun team to watch as they get back to form.
Here's Chamberlain. And it's Bird missing. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Leonard outside. Here's Gilmore. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
Johnson passes to Durant. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. And Johnson gets it to go on the assist by Durant.
I'll tell you this, Kevin Durant is an underrated passer, and he has really shown a new level where that's concerned.
James against Johnson. Second chance effort. The shot by James, no good.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim, just couldn't capitalize.
Pass to Durant. Here's Bird. Fires the three. Knocks down the long J.
Passing may be the most overlooked aspect of Kevin Durant's game, but you know he wants his teammates to feel good.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Leonard with the ball. And he drives in. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Well, Kawhi has become one of the smartest offensive players in the game. Understanding use of the shot fake and what it can give you.
And we know that last year the Mavs had an issue with rim protection doors.
They did, and obviously that is the starting point, BA, for a lot of defenses, so you understand you have to address that. What you know, though, unequivocally, is you have excellent wing defenders on the roster. It's one of the most critical aspects of success in today's NBA. So really, it's about solidifying the paint, and let's see where this team goes from there. Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Johnson passes to Durant. That three's off the mark.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
It's James on the wing. Pass to Leonard. It's stolen by Johnson.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's Durant. Three-pointer. He can't get it to go. 1:53 left in the first quarter of the game. Leonard on the wing. Sweet little floater.
Well, everybody in the NBA should have the floater as part of their arsenal. Leonard makes it look easy.
Durant, pass to Johnson. Shot on the wing. Durant with another miss.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Now here's Leonard. James outside. Leonard with a screen on Johnson. Back to Leonard. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. That one off the back iron and out.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And hey, we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall there.
Out left to the wing. Johnson against James. Here's Bird. Dallas, no good that time either.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
30 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Out to the right wing. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Looking for his first basket, still in this one.
Oh, unreal play to take on the contact and get it to go.
At the line for the Warriors, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. One shot.
And that one misses. Dallas has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. James against Johnson. Here's the pick. Shot to end the cold streak. Here's O'Neal. Antetokounmpo with the block. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. The Warriors on top, up by 1. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after the... There's good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And what do you guys think about the Warriors here in this one?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
James finds Leonard. And the postseason is always something to look forward to in the NBA. Grant, as a player, when you're in there, how different is playoff basketball from the regular season?
Well, first of all, B.A., it's the best time of the year. Playoff basketball, the intensity raises to another level. Both teams making adjustments within the series. You have to know your counters. Really, at the end of the day, it's who wants it more and who can execute on both ends of the floor with the most consistency throughout the series.
And for the Warriors, now Leonard. Here's James. Goes back up. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
At the line for the Warriors, Artis Gilmore. 2 shots.
And he drops the first.
You know, there was a time years ago when the Mavericks were one of the NBA's shakiest teams. Now they're one of its proudest franchises.
And you can attribute the Mavs' rise to stable ownership and some very savvy front office moves.
Yeah, so true, B.A. They've made some great decisions in the draft, for sure. They've been able to find cornerstone players and build solid rosters around them.
Here's Leonard. That one is off. Now Dallas takes it the other way. The 3, Durant. And he gets it to go. Now 2 of 6 in the game.
Kevin Durant plays with great pace. He never allows the defense to speed him up. Just a pretty pull-up jumper.
Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. They get it again. Out to James. Tries again. Doesn't go that time. Johnson with the defensive effort. Here's O'Neal. Antetokounmpo covering. Pass to Chamberlain. Up top, Johnson. From three, Durant. Another three for Dallas.
Kevin Durant's ability to catch and release before the defense can react, so critical, so sweet.
Leonard passes to James. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. O'Neal pulls it in. O'Neal's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Johnson. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. For three, Durant. Here's O'Neal. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Leonard passes to Antetokounmpo. And there's a pick. And he recovers it. Here's O'Neal. Pass to Bird. Knocked away. It's stolen by Leonard. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. To the middle. It's stolen by Johnson. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Outside Durant. From the arc. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. The Warriors trailing. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Well, Giannis Antetokounmpo has won MVPs, Defensive Player of the Year, and a championship. But he says, quote, "I am not satisfied. As the leader of this team, that's the tone I set. I don't care about trophies. I care about getting better, and that's what I've done my entire career." Brian, he stays focused.
Nose to the grindstone, Allie. Thanks for that.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a 10-point pass. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar.
Magic Johnson. First person.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
.32 seconds left in the first half. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. To the paint. Cuts off the pass.
What outstanding defensive anticipation and a poor decision passing.
Pass to O'Neal. And here's Johnson. Outside Durant. 4-3. It's not going to go for him. And that'll do it for the first half of play.
Fans, get ready for the Jabberwocky.
Happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. One of the stories here, Kevin Durant. He's getting it done today.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Smart play by Giannis. Moving the ball with a purpose leads to a great look.
And for the Warriors. O'Neal inside from Embiid, and that one's long.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.